Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, I'll start it right. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to the Tonya Harbin Real Estate Hour. For the next 30 minutes, we're going to talk about real estate, how to buy it, how to sell it, how to make the most out of your investment. One of the things that's going on right now is home sales are up. And why are they up? Because, well, the prices of homes and to build them, things like wood, is starting to come down. And we're starting to see some home sales. And this morning, I'm going to say the expert, the industry expert when it comes to selling homes, buying homes, and knowing the home market is none other than my friend. I have her card on my studio, Tonya Harbin. We love you, Tonya. Yes, we do. We love you, Tonya. We love you, True. That was my heart pounding for you. Good morning. How are you? And, you can tell that
I'm great.
Spring is right around the corner, and, things are just starting to look up. Spring breaks out. Got summer vacation coming, and people are doing some spring cleaning and looking around going, I'd like to look at that house across the street from me. I see that it's for sale. Oh, and the one next to me is for sale. I have a feeling, is it me in the neighborhood that they're all moving? Because now I have homes all around me that are for sale.
I think people are just starting to put their houses on the market, whereas a lot of people didn't the past couple of years. They were waiting for rates to go back down to the threes, and that's just not happening. But now people are moving. I mean, we're seeing so many more listings come out every single day, and people are just ready to get a new house.
And I mean, it's not like the last, I'm going to say, 5 years since COVID began. Actually, it's last 6 years. Can you believe that? 2019, when COVID-19 came out, and now all of a sudden we've got an influx in houses in the market. And we've sat down. So how long is the average? I guess the reason I'm bringing it up, how long is the average time that we sit in a house before we say, I want a new house, I want a new place, time to move?
For everybody, it is different. We've had people that have been calling us that have been in their houses for less than a year that are ready to move.
Really?
Maybe they have a job transfer, something happens in life, and so they're moving. But it seems like for our clients, most of them are every 3 to 5 years.
And it's time to move on to get a new one.
Yes.
I want to move on, but I have to declutter. And we literally are emptying out by dumpster loads because of the fact that we've had a total of 8 children. And I'm not even going to tell you about the 17 grandchildren and what they bring over and go, no, can I just leave it here, Daddy? Or hey, Grandpa, Papa Rudy, can we leave all this stuff here? Am I the only one, or does this happen?
No, it happens to a lot of people.
And I know that you're very neat and tidy. Would you say that, Amanda?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, my house is neat, but if you open up a closet.
Yeah, but you know what? Your house, you walk into your house, your refrigerator, your kitchen, your bathroom's neat and tidy. It's kind of like, I'm going to say it. She's probably going to hate me for this. Probably be the last Tonya Harbin Real Estate Hour. She's pretty persnickety, right?
Oh, no.
About keeping that refrigerator cleaned off, no magnets.
No, we don't have magnets. You couldn't put a magnet on our fridge. It's not that kind.
Yeah.
Really? You got a wooden kind? They just still bring ice blocks out to you?
Yeah. It is.
All right. So seriously, because Tonya, I see all the houses that you list, and they're immaculate.
We try to work with the sellers. Not everybody can declutter fully, it just depends on what's going on in their life. But, we do go over all of the things that they need to do to get their house on the market. After the huge windstorms that they have, they've probably got a lot to do in the front yard even.
Right now, it looks like roofs. And because if you have not been trimming your trees back, and they have to be a minimum of 10 feet away from your house. I know that they said 6 foot, but I've talked to several roofers and one air conditioning expert here in this town, And Tony told me, he said, keep it at least 10 feet away from the edge of your house. He goes, that way if the branch breaks, it doesn't touch the top of your house or the roof or something. And I've been noticing, I don't know if y'all have been walking around your neighborhoods or driving around, there's a lot of shingles on the road after these winds.
Yeah, yesterday one of my daughters was calling me because they had so many shingles that were blowing off from the windstorm.
It's like they're standing at attention.
Well, and then we had another house that we had sold a long time ago, and I had an agent call me trying to get the new buyer's phone numbers because the neighbor's tree had blown over and knocked down their fence. So, yeah.
Oh, wow. All right, so there's a lot of that. And reason I'm bringing it up, a lot of houses, and man, we just really got to get our stuff together. You brought with you somebody that kind of organizes all that. Miss Amanda!
Hi, Rudy.
Hi. And you really do. I mean, I'm looking at my house right now, and I'm like, and for years, I've taken care of my roofs. I don't go to the insurance company. I rely on my insurance company in case I need them for a fire or if a hurricane comes in and clears it off, you know. I buy that kind of insurance. But at the same time, when we have weather like we've had here recently, and something that we talked about off mic, global warming is not a thing anymore. It doesn't exist.
It's global winding.
It's a brand new thing. It's huge, and it's going to tear up a lot of things. It's going to tear up. It's the wind.
Maybe I just don't remember, but I feel like it's been windier this year.
Oh my gosh,
and it's been
crazy
ever. I mean, at least we've had so many days where it's been incredibly windy.
So I would say it like the president would say it. It's kind of you know, the man that makes the airplane, the electric car, you don't need an engine to fly a plane. Just let it there and let the wind lift it up.
I mean, that's going to happen right now. It's been crazy.
It really has. Does that affect, especially when it comes into time to show homes on the weekends?
I mean, what it really affects is, you know, like we have people that are fixing to close on houses, and if shingles just blew off the roof, you know, we're trying to get roofers out to fix that, just, you know, things like that. Or if a tree fell into a house, I mean, yeah, those kind of things.
Have you ever had a buyer?
Not so good. Buyers just don't, I don't know why, but, you know, if a tree fell into the house they were fixing to close on, I don't know why they want that fixed, but apparently they do.
Does anybody ever back out? Kind of like going, it's missing some shingles, never mind, we'll go find it.
Well, it does have to be, you know, put back into the condition that it was whenever, you know, they looked at it or had their home inspection. So, yes, that would have to be fixed.
All right. So, but it's not that easy to back out of it once something like that happens. Or can you postpone it until it's fixed?
There's several different things that can happen with that. I mean, yes, it would have to be fixed usually before somebody can close on it.
All right, so it's got to be fixed. All right, we got to get things fixed at my place. Let's start. You're wanting to sell a home. You've never done it before, or you haven't done it in a few years. At least it's been 6 years since, I mean, everybody around the pandemic was like going, oh, let's sell them, because they're going high. And now all of a sudden, boom, nothing happened. Here we are again, back into a market where the buyers are going, I want. What do you advise us? Amanda, you've been working there, I mean, how long?
8 years.
Yeah, and you actually kind of run things. And well, and I'm going to say it because when we need to declutter or we need to go have it cleaned up or get it staged.
Yes.
I don't see Caleb going out there staging them. He got his tripods and taking pictures going, can we move that couch, please?
I've staged a few houses.
Yeah, you have. So what is the hard part about it? What do we, as homeowners, need to concentrate on?
To remove?
To get the house ready for sale.
So clutter. For me, my kids like to hoard things that are of no value. Like, they just pile their things on their desks. Well, let's clean that off. That all needs to go in a box. Make sure the closet can shut. All the stuffed animals that are on the bed need to either go in a bag or a box and put them in the garage. I would tell my kids, I'm not throwing any of your things away. They're just going to go over here for now because nobody wants to see all of this. I don't want to see all of that. Just make sure, all of that clutter is cleaned up. I would, because I'm honestly getting ready to do some of this myself.
Right.
So I'm going to take down a lot of my pictures that I have up on the wall, personal ones, just to clean it up and make it less. I don't think my house is cluttered, but somebody might come in and think, well, why does she have 10 picture frames on that wall? Like, take those down. I wouldn't do that. So if I take them down beforehand, nobody can say anything about it.
So yeah.
I mean, Amanda has all the pressure on her because she has to be like the A+++ seller.
That's 3 pluses.
That's right.
I counted A++++.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to put this. So
I'm so nervous.
well, yeah, you're gonna have to do this because you're.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say the word sorry. So if you're a little bit hoardish, and
Well,
you're
it's not
hoarding,
me. My husband's a little bit hoardish.
okay,
Sure.
not me. I'm gonna point the finger at someone else. Here we go. It's his fault,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna change him. All right. So what do? Do you tell him? Because here's what I've started doing. During the really cold days where we didn't have any wind, I had the fireplace going, and I go, "Hey, you want to go through the filing cabinet?"
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, we did. I'm like, "Oh, do we need this paper? No. Fireplace. Do we need the paper? No. Fireplace." And I mean, I love my fireplace, and I have, the chimney sweep and everything gets done on it. But yeah, cleaning out stuff like that. So,
So my husband's a collector
yeah,
of
Comic books.
and toys and action figures, all of those, I don't know, things he never got as a child, I guess. We'll just put it that way. But I told him it all has to come out when we sell the house. He has, our 4th bedroom is his game room, man cave, whatever. I told him, it's got to go. So you either need to get a storage unit or figure something out. So he's actually taken it to heart, and he's gotten those big plastic bins, and he has been boxing everything up. It looks so much better. He has a long way to go.
But it is just less is better to
Yeah.
have in your house whenever you're putting it on the market so that people can picture themselves
And
in
their
the
own
house.
stuff. I mean, really, I give him a hard time all the time. I don't like any of that stuff. If I could magically make it disappear and leave my house and never come back, I'd be happy. But it makes him happy, so he,
if I told you I sold a comic just a couple of years ago for about 10 grand, would that surprise you?
No. Because
So-
he sold a couple of things that are crazy amounts of money. That's what he likes to do. He likes to get those things that are super rare and nobody knows they're rare, and then he holds on to them, and then
That is so crazy.
no, that's his favorite thing to do. He loves to flip things. Like,
I am a Hot Wheels collector
oh
and
yeah,
a
we're on the hunt
Matchbox.
for one.
Hot Wheels and Matchbox, and I've been a collector for years. I still have the Beach Bomb, and if you'll ask him about that. But nonetheless, the fact of the matter is a lot of this stuff is collectible. I have finally, I don't know what's happened, but I've finally come to the point in my life going, I don't want it. And so my wife says, well, just throw it away. And I said, no, hang on a second. I've called a friend who gets online, and I said, I'll split it with you. But the more money you get, the more you get to keep. And we've started selling a lot of the stuff and using it toward making improvements on the house. Like,
Yeah,
for example, I'm
great
replacing all the HVAC systems in my house. It's an over 4,000 square foot home. I have 3 HVAC systems. One's a 5-ton, one's a 2.5 ton, and one's a 1.5 tons. So I've got 3 units I need to replace. And so, yeah, Hot Wheels are going to pay for it.
Yeah.
Comic
It's
books.
costly.
And the comic books aren't even mine. I didn't even know they were worth that much.
Oh my gosh, there's some comic books that are worth crazy amounts of money. I just tell him, well, one day I'll be a millionaire.
Okay, well, that's good for you, but I don't know if we'll be here when that happens.
Hopefully nobody will, and someone else will take care of it.
Well, you brought it up and talking about the cleaning out and how many of those plastic crates do we I mean, just to leave them stacked up in a corner somewhere?
I mean, in your garage is a great place to put them because it's a garage and that's where you hide things. And if your car's not in there, you can fill it up with stuff.
And it's okay to have a lot of stuff in your garage.
Yeah.
I mean, because men usually care about the garage, but the women, want to make sure like the floor plan works and, all the little things that they want about a house is in the house.
Well, and I tell our sellers too, when we go through the house, like people know that you're still living here. So you're going to have stuff. You have to be able to put your stuff somewhere. So why not put it in the garage? As long as you can open the closet door, put it in the closet. We don't want it to fall on anybody, but if you need to put boxes in there, put boxes in there.
So many things. Now y'all are going to need a shop.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I'm going to need a lot of...
I asked on Facebook this week, like what is one feature that you would want to have in your next home? And of course, the men said either like a bunker or a shop.
I didn't answer that Facebook post because I don't know. There's a lot of things that I want.
So let me ask, you brought it up and you said, my husband has a man cave in a game room.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something we need to be putting out there? Hey, I've got a house that's big enough. It's got its own man cave / game room, and it's got its own bathroom.
Technically, mine is it's not a real, like,
game room?
It's just the 4th bedroom. We just don't need 4 bedrooms, so I let him take it over.
So you're going to
I'm
move
such a nice wife.
Are you going to get him a home that has a
he does. He is going to get an actual man cave game room that is only his. Yeah.
All right.
So in the new house.
Does that make it more sellable, Tonya? This is where we come in. What features can we add to our house that make it more sellable?
I mean, there's all kinds of things. I mean, at the end of the day, though, something that you may want in your home may not, somebody else may not care about, right?
Yeah.
So, like, whenever I asked this question on social media this week, just asking, like, if you were to get another home, what's one feature that you would really want? I had men, like I said, that were saying, shop, bunker. I mean, one guy said a private airstrip.
Oh my goodness.
Then you have the women that are like more practical. I mean, just, large mud room, a larger laundry room they could have multiple washer and dryers. Somebody said a mom room, like for crafting and stuff for kids. So you've got the men that want these big things, and then the women.
Enough, I'm not going to say bathrooms, enough toilets for everybody. Give me more bathrooms. Not that I want to clean them, but.
And I don't think that women, and I'm going to tell you, this is a personal opinion, women do not need to clean toilets and bathrooms. In my house, I'm going to say it, and men, you have to listen to me for a second, because it's very important. The chemicals that are used to clean the bathrooms are not good or safe for women. Their bodies are more tender, and so therefore, at Casa Fernandez, the boys and the men take care of cleaning the toilets and using the chemicals around the sinks, even if it's in the kitchen, and that's my pitch, and I'm like, just telling you right now, if you can, you got to make Mr. Harbin clean his. And Amanda, you've already.
My kids clean their bathroom themselves.
But she threw down the gauntlet here. Men have this, that, and the other, and women are more practical.
But it's just funny. Like another guy, he said a full sauna. Whereas all of the women were a butler's pantry, a larger laundry room with 2 sets of stacked washer and dryers, a huge laundry room, and a planning center, desk, and island for folding clothes.
Ooh, an island.
I mean, yeah. So women are just walk-in pantry. I mean, single story because moms don't want to walk up and down the stairs to take their kids' stuff.
Amen.
Large laundry room, a 3rd closet in my laundry room. So it's just a lot more practical things that, of course, moms think of. But, if you are building a house, I mean, it's just, people always say they're going to stay there forever, so they're going to do whatever they want. But at the end of the day, we have some people and they're like, well, we built this shop and it cost $100,000 to build. Well, here's the thing. The next person that may like your house I mean, they may or may not care about a shop. So, if they do care, then that adds value. If they don't, then it still is going to add value to the home. It's just, are they willing to pay more money because there's a shop that they're not going to use? So we see that a lot. Same thing, solar panels, solar panels, don't even get me started, but let me just tell you.
Show.
So we had went out to a house, and the guy had said he'd spent like $55,000 on solar panels on a, I don't know, maybe 1,700 square foot home.
Yeah.
And, he really likes them and thinks, and so I texted appraisers and I said, are the solar panels getting any value now? I knew they weren't like 2 months ago, but maybe something changed. And just to, make sure I'm doing my due diligence. And they said, absolutely no, they do not get any value at all. And she said, it's kind of like a refrigerator, it's personal property. And, we actually think it devalues your home. So, here he's not going to get that. He said he's just going to take them off his house. So on solar panels, here I would be really make sure you're doing your research. If you are looking to get solar panels, I asked him, I said, so what are your electric bills now that you have solar panels? And he said $100 to $200 a month. And I said, well, what were they before solar panels? And he said $250 to $400. So if you're paying $55,000 for solar panels, I mean, what is that going to take you, like 50 years to get that money back? I mean, hopefully they, I don't know. But anyways, I just really call me before you get solar panels.
I will say this about solar panels. I've had two very dear friends that have lost their homes due to solar panel issues. And their homes burned down to the ground in the middle of the night. And what a lot of folks don't realize that the converters, that it takes that sunlight energy and converts it into electricity, is a very hot box. And a lot of times the converter is put where? Up in the attic where it's hot and dry. So think about it, talk to them. And if you're going to have solar panels, at least let the converters be outside of the house in a little storage metal building before, that way if something happens, it doesn't burn down your house. That's on the solar panel. That's Rudy Fernandez saying it. That's not Tonya Harbin Real Estate and nobody else. I'm just telling you, I did the research on it because I'm El Cheapo and I don't want to pay for that electricity.
But, it is kind of the same thing, like the thing of, you want these solar panels, you think, oh, I'm going to get a great electric bill. Mm-hmm. But the person buying your home may not care. I mean, maybe they want to pay $300 a month for an electric bill. They don't, just be careful.
Or they're not paid off and the people don't want to
pay
for them.
His aren't paid off either. And so he was just going to have them taken down and take them to the next
But
house.
then you'd have to have there's a whole, then you'd have to have your roof repaired.
So just
and they don't look good.
Yeah. Anything that you're thinking about doing to your home, just know you may not get all your money back. I mean, they say that about pools too.
I'm going to say the same way.
I feel like we do have a lot of people in Texas that, they do want a pool. Mm-hmm. It's very hot here. But you've also got some buyers, they may not want to buy your house because you have a pool. So it's just, I mean, I would want a pool just because it's so hot. And we have listed some great homes recently.
We do have some brand new listings with beautiful pools.
Yes.
All right. So now it's the pool houses that are going to be, I was going to just say, since women are more practical than men on the amenities of the new rooms in the house, ladies, may I recommend that the new washroom house speed queens. They work a lot better because they're, what you find at the laundromat. And you need a minimum of a 72-inch big screen and a recliner in that washroom.
All kinds of things.
See?
How about a Chase Lounge? I'm not really a fan of recliners.
Okay, a Chase Lounge. But yeah, and I can understand wanting a pool, especially as windy as it's been. You can get in the water and get right below the level of it and the wind will just go over your head.
Yeah.
So,
Or
But I
you
mean-
could ride the waves, you know?
Like, and we'll have some people, maybe they just replace their countertops and they put in, granite. Let's just say they did granite and they do a dark color, and that adds value. I mean, it does add value, but maybe somebody that comes in, they just don't like that color. So it's a hard thing.
Well, I'll tell you what is not a hard thing is to find the real estate agent and all the folks that work with that agent that know what in the Sam Hill is going on in the industry. And I found you, Tonya Harbin. So if are you taking on any more homes? I know you guys got slammed. What was it, last month? You had a record of people going, hey, I want to sell, I want to sell, I want to sell. Tonya Harbin wants to sell.
On new homes.
Yeah.
Really?
Busy.
Yeah, we've gotten quite a few new listings and
They
it's
just
been
keep
busy.
coming.
All right, so if we're wanting to sell, it's okay to contact you.
Well, yes, it is.
Even on weekends, like, this
Anytime.
weekend. Especially since we've had these 70-mile-an-hour winds. And I'm going to ask this because I know that you talk about it from time to time. But Amanda, talk about this.
Okay.
It's been windy, 70-mile-an-hour wind peaks, all right?
Yes.
Have you seen how many trees have broken off and have fallen down? I mean, we talked about it as we started because of the roofs and everything, but at the same time, I mean, how many trees? My neighbors sold their house that had been there since we got there. They sold the house, for a long time. But now our neighbors are selling their house again, and they're cutting down trees. And I asked him, I said, why are you cutting down those healthy trees? And a couple of them were oak trees. And he said, oh, there's too many of them here. And the real estate agent told me to get rid of them. It's not Tonya Harbin Real Estate. It's another realtor, And I'm like, have you had anybody come look at your house? And this was the answer, not yet.
Yeah.
The home has been on the market almost a month. But the home just across the street from me has been on the market for a short time. And I've seen more traffic in it than Amazon around Christmas time. So, I mean, it makes a difference. What do you say about trees? And because you say curb appeal.
I mean, a lot of people love trees.
I love trees. I
So-
think it just adds, it adds shade. It adds, I don't know, I think they're just pretty. And there's not a lot of real trees in Abilene. We have a lot of mesquite trees that aren't so pretty. But if you have real trees, I think it should add value.
Yeah.
Just as long as they're not touching your roof or...
All right, well, just remember that you can prune them and you can talk to them and baby them just like you do your fur babies,
they're
Tonya.
not really going to add value, but
No.
it will
Curb appeal.
add people maybe picking your home over another one
All right.
sometimes.
And I like the fact that you're talking to them on social media about, what are some cool things,
I just like to know, like what would you want in a home
Yeah.
if you just got to choose anything?
I would like to know.
I mean, if I was going to get a private airstrip, I would need a plane too. But,
Well, you get the airstrip, then you work on the plane because you have a place to put it.
yes.
You don't get the plane and have no place to put
I
it.
was gonna say, you have to start somewhere. Get the airstrip first.
Yeah, there you go. I'm building an air hangar for an airplane. I want a 737 Boeing, one big one. All right, and you can take off and leave from your own property
Yeah.
when you do that. You don't have to get permission or anything. Just get up there and just call them. All right. With that said, the weekend is going to be a little bit windy, but looks like by tomorrow we're going to start seeing, beautiful weather. Any open houses? Anything we can see brand new? We're going to Amanda's house to see that
Ooh,
next.
no, not
right?
yet. Don't come to my house.
What's the address over there?
No, not yet.
We have
Wait.
a beautiful new listing on Riata
Yes. Gorgeous.
that has a swimming pool that will also be open on Sunday.
Will the pool be open too?
I mean, you can always jump in.
I can
they
accidentally
have a-
fall in.
Beautiful covered patio and a composite deck. Like,
It's
the
so
house is-
nice.
house is really
Their
nice.
house is so clean too.
Mhm.
All right, we're running out of time, but I got to know. You just brought it up, decks. Maybe we could talk about it on another show. But you said composite decks. What does that mean?
Not real wood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So they make them out of steel, metal.
I think they're like
Hot?
recyclable materials.
Okay.
More like a plastic. I'm not 100%. I'll do some research for the next show, but They last longer and there's no maintenance.
And you don't got to be painting them every
And you
other
won't get
year.
splinters.
Oh, well, if you wore shoes.
But if you're going to the pool,
Yeah, but no, I don't go barefoot ever.
you
Ever.
don't swim. You swim with shoes on.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Well,
This,
okay.
they're dive shoes, the scuba diver shoes. But yes, I will tell you.
Okay, Rudy.
Did you see the face she just gave me? Oh. All right. With that said, Miss Tonya Harbin, where's the best place to find out where to go to find out about open houses this weekend?
Our Facebook page.
Tonya Harbin Real Estate has a website, TonyaHarbinRealEstate.com, but Facebook at Tonya Harbin Team. That's Facebook at Tonya Harbin Team. And then you can go start looking around. You just never know when one of the food trucks and coffee trucks might show up. Maybe. And if you've got a food truck or coffee truck, you might want to call Tonya Harbin today. Say, where are you going to be on Sunday?
That's
You can
right.
park down the street. All right. With that, thank you, man. It's always a pleasure having you.
Thank you, Rudy.
All right, Miss Harbin, thank you. And the phone number is 325-603-3550, 325-603-3550. This is the Tonya Harbin Real Estate Hour, brokered by Real. Oh, yeah, start packing. You're going to be moving soon. This is KYYW, Abilene, Texas.